let's try this again. Continue. Okay. Side hands is a little bit low. There we go.
I don't want to hurt you! Nothing can hurt me! Not anymore!
Famous last words much.
No brakes? No problem. That totally worked last time. Yuri, they still doing construction on 42nd and 1st?
Street's closed for another month. Why?
Well, that's one option.
Next stop, prison.
Kind of got a Hannibal Lecter thing going on there, minus the mask.
Get that cargo back to the lab. Let's move!
This is Mary Jane Watson. Please leave a detailed message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hey, it's me. Let me know when you want to talk. Texting isn't talking? No, not that kind of over! Please say no, please say no. Huh. Okay. And not okay. What is there to figure out? Oh, you think? Great.
You did it. Lee's off to the raft. The Devil's Breath is safe with Sable. How do you feel?
How do I feel? How much time do you have?
Not much. Heroics for you means paperwork for me. But I just wanted to say, good job.
Thanks, Yuri. I kinda needed that. All this time with Lee, I've been ignoring the city. Time to get back to being a friendly neighborhood Spidey.
Now let's see. There is one of Harry's labs. Assuming I can actually... There we go. This station is kind of my answer to Oscorp's hopefully soon to be discontinued chemical weapons research. Systematized counteragents to some of the world's most dangerous chemical agents. Of course, doing that analysis requires us to keep samples of said chemical agents in here. Well, that seems
Okay, be careful in here, Pete. This station analyzes hazardous chemicals, basically trying to figure out how to counteract them if they ever got out into the world, which hopefully they never will.
Oh no. Someone broke in and stole a volatile rocket propellant. And they must have cracked the container because it's leaking. From the timestamp on the security cameras, it just happened. I need to get it back. My spider bots are still just prototypes, but this is a good time to test one. Its sensors can follow the chemical trail. Better than me swinging up on the thief. If he freaks out and drops the hydrazine, he'll blow up half a block. Gotta find a quiet place to deploy the spider bot, where I can hang out and guide it.
Okay.
Okay, little guy. Let's find where the chemical dripped and vacuum it up before it makes someone sick.
Spider-bot, spider-bot. Does whatever a
It's making me
spider
cleaning
ought.
up the spills. It's leading me right to the thief.
Does it spin a web any size? I don't know. Yep. Don't mind me, just your friendly
Thief's
neighborhood
hiding in
Roomba.
crowds. I'll disperse him with a subsonic blast. Won't hurt anyone, but it's super annoying. Lucky this stuff's only dangerous over a long exposure. Or if it combusts.
I can't see where I'm going. Ah, there it is.
Maybe... maybe not.
That's right, just a Roomba traveling the streets in New York. Nothing to see here. Go about your lives, citizens. Squirrel! It vanished.
End of the trail. He's in this crowd. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got it. Now to get the fuel back. Got it. Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. Sorry about that. This little spider bot's useful. If I can ever find a way to make them cost-effective, they'd be a big help.
Oh dear.
Chemicals back where it belongs. I beefed up the station security and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. Not a bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away.
So if
Okay,
you need me to
things are
recap,
sort of under control. Maybe I should put in some Peter Parker time at the lab.
if you need me to recap, Lee's been arrested. He went to the raft. MJ still needs a little bit of time to kind of sort things out. God help her. Let's see. Went to this little Oscorp lab thing, and there was a volatile rocket propellant that was stolen. So I used a Roomba-sized spider bot to track down the thief, because I didn't want to make him nervous with full-size Spider-Man after him. Yeah. And that's pretty much where you walked in.
Here's another call of a type I've been getting a lot lately. Speak!
Mr. Jameson, I want to apologize. I used to think you were an alarmist. But look what's happened to the city. I'm afraid to walk the streets.
As well you should be. And I accept your apology. It's understandable. You were bamboozled by the mainstream voices telling you everything was dandy, nothing to worry about. Go out and consume. Don't ask questions. I was a lone voice in the wilderness then, but now more and more people like you are realizing who spoke the truth. And that, my friends, is how we will take our city back.
Okay. Street performers are getting good.
Hello? Parker! Just in time to celebrate.
Celebrate? Wait. Where are the arms? Oh, wow. So cool. But how did you...
Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
This is impressive. Little error, though. Voltage spike. Should be an easy fix.
There we go. Actually, there's an easier way to do this. Yeah, okay.
See if that worked.
Much better. Additional components require attention? What is this, mate?
This is worse than I thought.
Good night. Okay, target voltage 5. Alright, so we've got to go through that one. Okay. Dang it. Okay, wrong button. Let's see. There we go.
Hope that stabilized it.
Additional components require attention, of course.
Damn it, the spike is cascading. I don't know if I can fix this.
Let's see. Let's first start with that. So we know we've got a mandatory -1. Oh. Well, that's, okay, let's try this. Oh, hold up. I got some notifications here. There we go. Okay. There.
Come on.
Additional components require attention. What did he do? Probability of seizures, short-term memory loss, long-term memory loss, limbic degradation, frontal lobe edema, high risk of mood and personality shift, discontinued use immediately.
This is bad. Doctor? Doctor, I've found a potential problem.
Everything has problems if you look hard enough. But fortune favors the bold. It's time to show the world what we've done.
Otto, the neural web isn't isolating your motor neurons. It could be affecting other parts of your brain, your inhibitions, your mood. I just think we need some more testing.
We've got enough! For the first time in my life, I don't feel like a failure. I feel like me.
Otto, you're not a failure. But this could permanently damage your mind. Please.
Right. Right.
Don't worry. We're close.
I'll keep at it. I'll work out some bugs. Go. Go.
You sure you're okay?
Why don't you let me stay here and help you with those bugs?
Yes.
Because, frankly, your wiring is kind of crap.
Thank you, Peter. For everything.
We now take you live to Grand Central Terminal, where Mayor Osborne is about to address the media.
Martin Lee is now behind bars. When I make a promise to this city, I keep it. The people of New York will soon make a decision that could change the course of this city forever. So when you're casting your vote, remember what I've done. We are all safer now than we have ever been.
Liar! You have no idea what you're in for.
I should check on Miles.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, Miles. I just wanted to see how you're doing with the news about Lee. Look, if you didn't want to work there anymore, May and I would understand.
I did want to quit when I heard. Then I remember what my dad used to say. A hero is just a guy who doesn't give up.
That's true, assuming he's doing the right thing.
Thank you
I got
for that
job.
qualifier,
I'd
Pete.
hate for you to keep doing it if you think it's wrong.
Oh, the people here. Nothing Martin Lee did is their fault. They need help and I'm helping them. I think Dad would want me to stay. I think he'd be proud.
I know he would. And Miles, I'm proud of you too. Anytime you want to talk, just call.
Thanks, Pete. Gotta go. May just gave me a list of all the supplies to get. All right, later.
Hey, Spider-Man! You're my hero.
Yep. Oh, there you are.
Spider-Man, I've got a lot more missing students. The debate club never showed for a meet today. All vanished at once.
A coordinated attack. Things are escalating. What's their last known location?
The club president, Harold, showed up in a tourist's photo stream.
The Brooklyn Bridge is definitely in this photo. That's southeast of the university.
Okay, so that's southeast. Okay. Ah, where's Doctor Strange when you need him?
Gotta head to the south. That's definitely the Brooklyn Bridge in the background.
Be neat if these guys would make a Doctor Strange game, actually.
Major disturbance vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge. Backup requested.
Uh-oh. I better hurry. That must be them. Almost. Got it.
Where are they?
The Brooklyn Bridge is if I can head to the eastern shoreline and go south from there.
Ah, that little green box.
I'm close. Gotta pick up the pace. Causing sparks every time they hit the truck. Don't you guys have something better to do than blow yourselves up?
Where's the other guys? Oh, there they are. Okay.
That tanker can't take much more.
Can't hurt me. Tear off your skin. Show the truth underneath. You're one of them, but I'll kill you first.
In case you were confused, flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
Thank you.
That is confusing.
I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself.
Sounds like a typical college student. You'll be all right now.
If it wasn't for the fact that he was just making a humorous statement to defuse the situation, that would be one sick burn. What building is that? Well, I guess I'll just...
Love it.
Damage control, okay.
Congratulations, Captain. You got the City Hall bomber.
We got him.
Tomato, tomato. My point is, you've been burning the candle at both ends lately. You should take a vacation.
I'm not exactly the tourist type. But once we've rounded up the rest of Lee's people, maybe I will. No planes, no suitcases, just uninterrupted sleep.
Oh, you are a party animal. But hey, whatever floats your cruise ship. Or doesn't. You've earned it.
Sounds like my kind of vacation for the most part.
Gotta follow that drone. That's one high-end spy cam.
Come on now.
Got it. Hands down. Now I can catch the drone. 10 seconds. So close to perfection.
Hey, a 40,000 score? Ay. Why is my leg on fire?
Hey, I got a business proposition.
Oh, it's not my leg. Why is that fire floating in midair?
Can you, like, lift something heavy?
Hi.
Alright, let's get moving on with the... Actually, I wonder... Do we have any more pigeons between me and... Nope, okay. We'll just get that backpack then.
207, kidnapping reported. Nearest officer, please respond. Location is Lower Chinatown.
I'll set my earpiece to focus on muffled voices. Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life. If I ever find time to read it.
Therein lies the problem.
Not much to go on, but the kidnapping victim must be close. Hold on, I'll get you out.
Oh God, thank you. I do not like small spaces. Not again. There they are! That's private property you're running with! Hey!
Sorry, it's a proprietary blend. Good spider never reveals secrets.
And that, children, is why we don't play in car trunks.
Spider-Man, listen, you insured...
10:30, be advised. Attempted robbery of an armored vehicle. Officers near Nolita, please report.
Okay. Even the mole people living in the sewers know about the high-speed chase between police, Spider-Man, and the Demon. Once again, Spider-Man makes a bad situation infinitely worse, and we have a highly intelligent caller who agrees with me. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. Yeah, I was trying to get to work, and I was almost run over. Look, I understand that Spider-Man saved the kidnapped victim, and I'm glad about that. But I could have been killed.
Not just... This is the problem with that masked maniac. The police are able to coordinate efforts, block streets, lay down tire shredding strips, because they're a team. Spider-Man is a one-man show who cares about one thing. Spider-Man! And you almost paid for that. With your life.
Peter! You okay?
I'm getting by.
I don't know how I feel about you running this place all by yourself.
And these people need help. If I lose a few hours of sleep, so be it.
So have you heard from Mr. Lee since...
No. But the Martin I know couldn't have done that. Whatever's become of him, that's not the one I want to remember. So, how are things with MJ?
Oh, it's,
complicated.
You know, she's, it's complicated.
Took him
Honesty,
several more seconds.
That's what got me and Ben through the rough patches.
You guys had rough patches?
Oh, sure. Especially when we were your age. So, are you honest with her? Does she know the real you?
Hey, turn it up. I want to hear this.
A spokesperson
I mean, she knows I'm Spider-Man. I don't know what more that I would need to tell her.
used in the Grand Central Terminal attack.
Oh, it never ends. Peter?
Okay, why did I just Batman away?
Captain Watanabe, leave a message.
Yuri, where are you? Call me when you get this. I just hope the Devil's Breath is still there. And still secure. If the demons got to that truck, this just went from bad to catastrophic.
Okay. Where did that one suit go? Here it is. Night Monkey.
All this for little old me?
Down you go. Ow. And stay out. Oh, I didn't realize there was a tentacled one here. I really need to stay out of the air. Hey, welcome to the stream.
Humans need a vacation or something. Dudes are way too high-strung.
Well, especially if they're stuck to the walls here. Yep, there they are. Hey! Hope you don't mind hanging out here. That is a long drop. I think my webbing dissolves after 2 hours, so the police should get here in time.
All units, officers are in pursuit of multiple hostile vehicles. Proceed to Sutton Place. Over.
Alright, now that I've finished playing Batman. Okay, so, good news is...
The Devil's Breath is gone, but we got even bigger problems.
Rikers?
We have to hurry. Hop on.
Yeah, so the good news is that the dispersal device is broken. Bad news is...
Coordinated attack. Must have been
they've got the
planned
Devil's
from the
Breath.
outside. Every cell block is breached. We're minutes away from every prisoner and Rikers walking right up 5th Avenue.
What about the raft?
Should be okay. It's a Supermax facility. Better security and a separate power grid.
Good. What about the Devil's Breath?
Sable's handling it.
Do you trust them?
Do I have a choice?
Uh-oh. Should have worn your seatbelt.
Take him out! Hurry!
I'm on it. Spider-Man!
Attention all COs. Instant lockdown procedures. The camera! Let's take them. All inmates return to your cells. Repeat, return to your cells. This is your last warning.
I think you guys need a little more plan in your escape plan.
Damn it! They got into the armory.
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
It means some of the inmates are armed with rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's bad.
Why do they have rocket launchers at a prison?
If you guys go back to your cells and behave...
Is that like normal standard issue stuff?
Don't let him get behind you!
Nice. I still see a few more out in the yard.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring rockets into a prison?
Come in. This is Sergeant Hanson.
But I'm not the only one asking the important questions.
Where are you?
Electrical access. Rooftop near cell block D. Trying to restore power. Got you in the chopper?
Affirmative. What happened here?
No idea. The power went out, then all hell broke loose.
Hold tight. We'll get to you as soon as we can. Spider-Man, can you get to that rooftop? There's an officer calling for help up there.
On my way.
How do you do it?
Someone's trapped behind that door.
Man down! Eat this! Come on, man! I know somebody's over here! You're almost on top of me! Get me out of here!
They're coming! Where is everybody? They're attacking my car!
I only got one of them. Until he ran over the spikes.
Help the warden! I'll keep working on getting the power restored. Right, I'm on it.
Hey! Warden! Come on out! Now you know how to feel!
Gotta take them all out.
Hold them!
It can always be worse.
No, you could have stored nukes here, I suppose.
Good work. Just a few left. Just a couple more. They're stealing a chopper.
Hiya.
License and registration, please.
Okay, looks like things are somewhat under control.
I thought you said the raft was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Gotcha! Hold on! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Just in time for the fire. Looks like we made parole, boys.
Electro? Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party. Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay? Please?
I'm gonna gut you, spider!
What do I look like, a fish?
Let me show you what I got. Look out! Come on! Get back down here! Kill you! Moving fast! Don't lose him!
That doesn't sound good. Oh, hi, Rhino!
Hope you like surprise, spider!
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last week.
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
This is our city now! What's up, Northwest?
Phew.
Whoa! Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Gotta stop this guy.
Can't stop me! But I'm flattered that you still try!
You tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you! Nobody ever takes me up on that offer!
Gotcha.
What? Vulture!
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Still with me, huh?
No! Sorry, no time to talk.
Oh.
Still with me, huh?
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped, including Martin Lee. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is not...
Since when did you turn into Magneto?
Keep chasing! Party's almost over!
Ow.
Electro, stop!
Never takes me up on that one either.
How do you like my new suit?
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to. Ah!
First and final warning. Stay out of our way. Each of you has a job to do. Your debts will be repaid when we're done. Go!
There he is!
piece of lies. It's over, Norman. Time to give them the truth.
Well, that's just peachy. Wouldn't it have been hilarious if he'd gotten sick from this stuff because he put the mask on after he released the Devil's Breath? "24 hours later." Well, we shall see.
This is Mary Watson with the Daily Bugle special report on the bioterror attack. As of this hour, the number of infected civilians is approaching half a million.
Fine.
There is still
Can you,
no update from the NBC
can you
on
pass
the
those
timetable
out for me?
an
Sure.
antidote, but they are working around the clock on a cure for this deadly disease. The citywide quarantine is being heavily enforced by Sable International, who maintain tight security over all transit points. Throughout the city, police and Sable agents continue to battle with Rikers and Raft escapees. Meanwhile, Mayor Osborn has gone on record blaming Spider-Man for the prison break and citywide sickness, and branding him a fugitive. But he has yet to provide evidence. And many believe the mayor is just deflecting blame, since an exclusive report by the Bugle revealed that this disease originated in a secret, unregulated Oscorp laboratory here in Manhattan. Mayor Osborn insists that Oscorp
Turn
is
it
working
off.
with the NDC on an anti-serum, but has not provided any further evidence to support this claim.
He really needs to get one of those stress balls.
Octavius. Why? How did I let this happen?
Just got a call from the hospital. They said you went AWOL.
I need to get back to work.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones. Thanks for taking care of me, by the way.
The hard part was keeping you hidden from Sable. They've branded you a priority target, you know.
I humbly accept the honor. What is happening to our city, Yuri?
I don't know. Feels like the end of the world. Maybe it is.
I'm here to help.
Good. There's gangs of escaped prisoners banding together and taking over entire city blocks. Looting, strong-arming local residents, you name it.
I'll take care of them. What else you got?
The mayor told Silver Sable to do whatever it takes to find Lee and Octavius. So she's just rounding people up indiscriminately, holding them captive in bases around the city. I've even heard rumors of enhanced interrogation tactics.
You mean torture? Don't worry. I'm on it. This is our city, Yuri. It's time we take it back.
Great. My men are tracking the supervillains. I'll update you when we make progress. For now, do your best to stabilize the city.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, while I'm here. Couldn't switch back to the advanced suit. Alright.
This is Sable Control. Requesting status report from Lower Chinatown. Over.
Roger, Control. This is APC Foxtrot. No sign of Spider-Man.
Hey guys, bird watching? I saw some pigeons over there. Can't have the ones inside feeling left out. Going down. MJ, I'm at the first location on your list, and guess what I found?
Demons?
Give the lady a prize. See if you can figure out what they're up to while I introduce myself. Sleep it off.
That counted as a stealth takedown. Okay.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Okay, 35 hit combo, done.
I hope you new guys can up your game, because those last guys, yawn!
Peter, that location's supposedly an importer of souvenirs for Chinatown shops.
What they're importing is not something I want as a memento.
Drugs?
Demons. Looks like they bring in their buddies in shipping containers. Explains how foreign nationals with criminal records are getting into the country. You guys are mad. I admit, I used all my good quips on the others, but I don't mind repeating myself. This is like when the band's doing its fourth encore and you just kind of want to go home. Step right up, fellas. I got plenty of webbing for all of you.
躲开！他怎么做到了？ 什么东西？
Okay, that's one warehouse down.
MJ, call the police. All the demons are incapacitated.
Don't forget to bring me a souvenir.
Oh, third viewer. Nice to see you here. Okay,
Spider-Man, the Raft MVPs are back on the grid, laying siege to our police precincts. My men need your help, now. Get to a vantage point in Midtown and I'll explain.
On my way. Is it Octavius?
No, 2 of his flunkies, still searching for the doctor. I have to be honest, that one scares me. Might be the smartest supervillain I've ever encountered.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Hold tight, Captain.
Sable Control. What's the situation in Koreatown?
Control, engaged in active pursuit of a fugitive vehicle.
Peter, I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay? The prison break turned the city upside down overnight.
I'm fine, May. I'm staying safe. I'm more worried about you.
Oh no, don't you do that. Feast is the safest place in the city right now. Our sister locations uptown, not so much. But we're safe and secure down here.
Let's hope it stays that way. I'll stop by when I can, May. Love you.
You too, Peter.
Okay, Captain. Got eyes on. Fill me in.
Rhino's assaulting the Upper West Precinct. Electro's at the Upper East. We need you to turn the tide. Head to either. They're both equally screwed.
Alright, well that one's slightly closer, so we'll go with that one.
Peter, are you available? We need help at Feast's sister's site uptown.
The Veterans Center in Harlem. What's wrong?
Oh look, the sign's still
Rikers
broken.
are demanding food and supplies. The staff are barricaded inside, but they need help. Miles and I are headed there to evacuate the staff.
Don't do anything until I get there, May. I'll meet you in Harlem. May sounds exhausted. I really hope she isn't sick. I need to help Yuri, then get to Harlem. Yuri, I'm nearing the Upper East Precinct.
Good. Electro and the demons are boxing my men in. The setup is complicated. You'll understand when you get there.
Yuri Watanabe, master of suspense.
All units, escaped prisoners are stealing food from a supply station. Report came in near Gracie Mansion. Over.
This isn't good. Transformers are charging the building, trapping the police inside. Yuri, complicated was an understatement. I'm gonna have to disable these transformers to free your men.
Even if you manage that, they'll still need your help with the demons.
That's why I'm here, ready to serve all your electricity and demon-related needs. Five transformers total. Loading them up with webbing should cause them to overheat. Oh, 4 more of these suckers. How did they even keep them down? 3 to go.
How?
Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while he was in the raft. Trapping the police with a network of energy transformers? Who
Welcome
does
to the
that?
stream.
Great. 2 left.
Oh boy. Oh, you're one of those sword guys, okay. There we go.
Only one more.
I am not leaving the mission. There we go. Where Is this guy? Ah, there you are. Okay. I honestly feel kind of bad for you, feeling like you have to use a sniper rifle at close range like that, but, you know.
Police are free.
Not gonna stop me from beating you
down.
up.
Need to lend a hand.
Ah, boy. Pretty sure my spider sense is supposed to go off before the bullets hit me.
Yuri, your men are safe. What's next?
Get to the Upper West Side. We're trying to shelter civilians, but Rhino isn't making it easy.
He never does. On my way. Miles left a voicemail.
Pete! Hey, Pete! Hey, May wanted me to call you. Things at the Veteran Center are not good. Convicts are trying to break down the doors. Mary Jane's here, but we're getting people out of the basement. We need more help. I hope you get here soon.
I need to finish with the precincts fast and get to Harlem.
No offense, but exactly what does he think I can do? He doesn't know I'm Spider-Man.
All units, escaped prisoners are looting a supply station. Please proceed to Columbia.
Yuri, Rhino's on the move, but former guests of Rikers are laying into your police barricades. I'm gonna even the odds.
Do it. If those barricades fall, the people inside are done for.
You guys are just throwing everything at me, literally.
Thanks, Spider-Man! Help our man, the other barricade!
Never seen Rhino walk away from a fight like this. He must be working on orders from Dr. Octavius, making quick hit and runs on the city's emergency response teams.
still missing one.
Hey, Spidey! Get to the other barricade! They need you!
There we go.
Spider-Man! Up top! Convicts are launching RPGs! They'll bring down the building!
Not gonna let that happen. I'm on it. One roof clear.
Nice to see you, Spider! How about some payback for pushing you away?
Priority target acquired. Proceeding to pacify.
Do I look like I'm a threat right now?
Autograph. Jetpacks. Who thought it was a good idea to give these guys jetpacks? Guys, we're on the same team. Please wait to attack me till after we take out the convicts.
All lawbreakers must be pacified.
Pacify? Anyone else feeling very 1984 right now? Oh, just me? Come on, anybody?
This city's gonna fall, Spider! Got it right.
Did you guys design those little energy bullet things just for me? I'm both flattered and horrified. That's it for Sable's airborne commandos. Now to mop up the rest of the Rikers escapees. Yuri, precinct is secure. And I just found out what it means to be Sable's priority target. Not fun.
That'll teach you to piss off international mercenaries.
Guess so. Okay, I need to sign off for a bit. Call me if things go south.
Will do. And thanks. You've given us a fighting chance.
Okay. Need to hustle to Feast's sister site in Harlem and help May.
Peter, thank God. We need you at the Veterans Center. Where are you?
I got held up. Are you okay? What's happening?
The convicts started a fire. We got the building staff out, but May and Miles are trapped inside. I'm trying to find a way into them, but the fire's spreading so fast.
Stay where you are, MJ. I'll handle this. Damn it. Move it, Pete. Move! MJ, stay back! I don't want to have to rescue you too.
Peter, don't be crazy. Wait for help.
May! May!
I got you.
Hang on!
Go! Hey, man, you alright?
Get to the window!
It's too far!
Hold on!
Just brace yourselves! Come on, you stupid piece of... Come on, May! I've got you! Oh my god.
Go! Go!
Miles! Come on! No! We've got you. We've got you.
Just in my apartment, right over there, second floor, and I just heard a loud noise. Is May okay?
Everyone is safe.
MJ, if it weren't for you and Miles, I would have been...
As dead as I would have been the last 8,500 times you saved me. Pretty sure I still owe you a few.
That's smart.
Hey. I'm sorry I screwed things up. It's just hard being the one who always gets saved, you know? Sometimes I want to do the saving.
I'm sorry I made you feel like you couldn't. Still partners?
Always.
Hey. So I didn't know if, you wanted sparkling or flat or spring or mountain spring. So I got one of each. Am I interrupting?
No. MJ, Ms. Watson, and I were just talking strategy.
Strategy?
That's right. The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
All right, well, call the play, coach.
Okay. Divide and conquer. Ms. Watson, we need an anti-serum for Devil's Breath. Oscorp's developing something, but there's no way they can keep it safe from Octavius and Lee. We need to find the cure and protect it.
I'll chase down some leads.
Miles, you need to be my eyes and ears at Feast. Anything goes wrong, call me. We need to keep that place and the people there safe.
All right, you got it. What are you gonna do?
Gang of costume nutjobs is taking the city apart piece by piece. Time I return the favor.
Hey, wait, how do I call you? I mean, do you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
Ms. Watson can give you my number. Good luck, team.
Do you have his number? Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? That'd be so cool.
Come on, Sherlock. Show me what you got in this water smorgasbord.
Not a whole lot of point in referring to her as Miss Watson now, is there?
City feels a little more under control. Miles is watching Feast. MJ is tracking a Devil's Breath cure. Time for me to focus on finding Otto and stopping whatever he has planned. Yuri, we need to start tracking the big boys. Still no leads on Octavius?
No, nothing. Forensics can't even do a sweep of Times Square. Everyone in that department but the intern is sick.
I might be able to turn something up. Let you know what I find.
All units, is in progress. Location is Firehouse on the west side.
Defeating an enemy group will keep them from returning. I'm just glad there's no blood moon in this game. Spider-Man, the blood moon rises once again. Please be careful.
Be advised, fugitives are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Any officers near Midtown North, please copy.
Spider-Man, here to lend a hand?
Thought you might need one, officer.
You don't know the half of it. Never seen anything like this devil's breath stuff. Forensics is having a hell of a time.
News reports say this is where Otto released Devil's Breath. Might have left some residue I can track. Some residue on this sign. Maybe I can isolate it. AT-rich leader sequence. This looks promising.
There we go.
Oscorp's modified CPF-1. Definitely Devil's Breath. Should be able to track the dispersal path now. Trail goes in a few directions. Need to find the right one.
Well, he said find the right one, so I'll take the one that goes to the right.
Trail. Need to follow the vapor trail.
Looks like it ends here, so...
Vapor trail heads up that building. Trail jumps between these buildings. Trail leads down into those vents. What was Otto doing up here? There should be a door or an access hatch around here. Well, this is moody. Must be some way to hit the lights.
No, punching them is an option.
Let there be light. Whoa. Was Otto using this as a staging ground? Chaos of the prison break would have been perfect cover to move in.
I don't think that's English.
Otto's rage is driving him. The neural interface is exacerbating it. But his hate is genuine.
That was right.
He'll destroy the whole city to hurt Norman.
Okay, moving on.
Looks like Otto's been studying Sable's tech for weaknesses.
I could stand to know that information myself.
the cameras, collects his accolades, and keeps his boot heel pressed against my neck. Why can't anyone else see how selfish he is? How reckless? How evil? If only they could be made to see the Norman I know. The man behind the mask.
Why record this?
Good old Rhino. My second favorite Russian. Otto developed a corrosive to free Rhino from his suit. A certain government agency spent years trying and failing to do that. Only took Otto a few days. Looks like Otto recorded messages for his crew.
Alexei, I've followed your career with great interest. The world sees you as a witless dullard. I see a warrior with a poet's heart. I know you desire freedom from the battlesuit you're sealed inside. Help me achieve my goals, and freedom shall be yours.
Mac Gargan, aka Scorpion, aka Crazy Pants McCrazy. Scorpion's helping Otto in exchange for a clean slate. Criminal record expunged? Gambling debts erased?
Can he do that?
It's rare for me to admit this, Mr. Gargan. Clearing your debts was more difficult than I anticipated. You're in arrears to some demanding individuals. But once the reservoir job is finished, your financial obligations will be finished as well. Otto Octavius is nothing if not persuasive.
Old man Vulture. I've tangled with him more than anyone else here. Power source for Vulture's wings gave him spinal cancer, and Otto's developing an experimental treatment to save him.
Adrian, what bitter irony that your miraculous wings should have brought such horrors on your body. Thankfully, you are now working for me. When our work is settled, the treatment I've developed will cure you. You won't shuffle off this mortal coil just yet, my friend.
Electro. Total live wire, that one. Electro's big pipe dream is to become pure energy. Doc actually managed to modify his harness to get a little closer to that goal.
Max, when you first conveyed your dream to me, I thought you insane. Pure energy. But as I dove deeper into the problem, I discovered a way to give us both what we desire. I promise you, when we are done, you will be pure energy. Or so close to it as to make the difference irrelevant.
What's this now?
Oh, that's a light.
UV bulb. Huh, nothing happened. Must be a way to get that lamp on. There we go. Hidden markings. Otto's tasked the villains to destroy Oscorp holdings throughout the city. He's trying to take apart Norman's empire piece by piece.
Is that it?
Seems like the last stage of the plan is a direct assault on Oscorp. And most likely, Norman. Scorpion must be trying to poison the city's reservoir. Another Oscorp-owned property. Rhino's targeting Oscorp's shoreline properties. Which is he hitting first? And why? Electro's disabling Oscorp power plants. Makes sense. What's Vulture doing in Times Square? I need to keep my guard up. Lee's going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum, using something called Icarus? Icarus. This is it.
Oh.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position? Huh?
Need a lift? So refreshing to work for a man like Octavius. Backup plans for his backup plans.
MJ, hey!
Pete? Are you okay? What's happening?
Traffic's rough. Listen, Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does.
On it right now. I'm pulling every building permit in the city. If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
That's great! Okay, talk soon, MJ!
Trap failed? Softened him up. Time for plan B.
Teamwork's beautiful, ain't it? Helping you reach those unattainable goals! Like killing Spider-Man.
That was almost heartwarming, Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you? This hurt my feelings.
Ouch. So your fillings had feelings? Okay, so what do I... Ah.
Miss me, now you got it. You know what? Forget I said anything. Time to get up close and personal. Need to web the transformeries over.
Pete, you're up!
Yo, Adrian, it's me, Spider-Man!
What are you babbling about?
Nobody ever gets my jokes.
Our long feud ends tonight, insect!
Feud? Thought we had a healthy give and take. Man, have I misread this relationship.
Looks like that hurt! Too slow!
Time to do some damage.
Spider-Man! I must break you!
You got it! You got my joke! I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting! Almost! Gotta be honest, liked it better when you two were loners.
Amazing what a little teamwork is! Ain't it?
The vigor of youth, the wisdom of experience, a fine pairing.
Just like oil and water, sure. Max, as usual.
I thought I broke that one.
What's it like knowing you're so far out of here? He doesn't stand a chance!
Yeah, we got this! Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately. One down, one to go. How many times have we done this dance, Adrian? A dozen? 2 dozen?
One's too many! Tonight will be your last waltz! You tired, Spider? Nothing more than luck!
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
Spider-Man, I presume. If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
I hate it when they team up. Just need to catch my breath. What time? Oh, man. Need to update Yuri. Yuri, Vulture and Electro are down. 4 to go.
I saw. Also noticed a rooftop in Times Square exploded. Wouldn't happen to be related, would it?
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power plants. Scorpion's going after water treatment. Not sure about Rhino yet. Something along the shoreline.
That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah. City's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back. I'll update you when I make progress.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Let's see here. What is this? This home team advantage side mission. Snipe hunt side mission. There we are. Missions. Let's go ahead and finish off that Tombstone side mission while I'm thinking about it.
This is Sable Control. Need an update from Devil's Shelf. Over. TCP is 5x5. Detaining all...
I should check on Miles.
Hey, Pete, you okay?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I'm fine, but you and May are in the middle of it.
We're busy, but people need help. And I'd rather be doing something than waiting around for somebody else to fix things, you know?
Yeah, I heard that. Just make sure you protect yourself. Mask and gloves. And rest every now and then. All that goes double for May.
Nobody can make that woman take a break when she doesn't want to. But I'll do my best.
Thanks, Miles. Give May my love. And be safe.
This game seems eerily ahead of its time.
update from Museum Mile. Control, a group of civilians are inciting violence against peacekeepers. We're detaining and questioning the ringleaders.
Carnegie Hall. 10-4, this is APC Sierra. We're commencing our patrol route. Spider-Man sighted, please advise. Deploy heavy ordnance.
Oh yeah, that blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. Wait, hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man?
That is an excellent question. Nelson and Murdoch, avocados at law.
Yuri, this whole street's been taken over by Riker's inmates.
We've had calls from people who are afraid to leave their buildings.
Tell him to stay inside a little longer. There's gonna be some street cleaning.
Okay, 3 out of 5. Good. That's 4 out of 5. Ow! Dude! Okay.
vacancy opens up and everyone's rushing to take it.
Dude.
More of them? Guys, this isn't necessary. I'm already scared straight.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Hey! Nice to have you all in here. Server raid! Awesome.
Oh, backup tier.
Well,
Great. Okay.
Twitch raid.
You guys sing doo-wah, and I'll sing lead.
Twitch raid's a good thing. Server raid, not so much. Thank you all for joining. Got some Rikers inmates that I am trying to round up here.
Hey, great to see you guys. We don't have backup or reinforcements here. Just people, you dig?
All right. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, hey, 7. Nice. Ow. Didn't your mothers ever tell you not to play with rocket launchers when you were kids? No? Just mine? Okay.
Captain, the block's quiet. Everyone in an orange jumpsuit is down for the count.
Great job. If they'd gotten into a residential building, they'd have done a lot of damage.
Okay. Alright, where was I? Yeah, trying to find Tombstone.
All units, 1051. Prisoners and vehicles are causing a major disturbance. Officers needed in East Harlem.
Welcome to the stream. I think that's everyone here, so let's start this side mission.
Huh, good timing. Tombstone's men are loading fresh supplies. What for, though? Is he getting back into drugs? They're heavily armed. This might be easier if I stay quiet.
Where are all the security guards?
After all that combat, I could use a stealth mission.
Anyone does show up, shoot.
Okay, let's see here. This kind of stealth mission. Right, where? You didn't hear that. Okay. Let's see, I think there's 1, 2. Sitting down on the job. More than I thought. Okay, who is within range that they can see him? Ah, those two. Okay. Union man. Since when do criminals care about that kind of thing? Not talking about the underlings, talking about their bosses. It's like, what are they gonna do? Like, oh, hey, Union, our criminal boss is, like, not letting us have our 15-minute break when we need it, so can you, like, do something about it? Yeah, we can take you to jail. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Never mind. Well, yeah, Otto does, but this isn't Otto. This is Tombstone we're dealing with. Had a side mission that I had left to deal with earlier. Oh dear.
Hey, you guys aren't registered pharmacists. The no lab coats thing gave you away.
There.
Tombstone's men are down. Now to find out what's in these barrels.
Well, nothing good.
Diox 3. Isn't this the chemical Tombstone was exposed to as a kid? What's he doing with it now?
Trying to make himself more Tombstone-y? Oh.
Yeah! Let's go, come on!
Trying to make Tombstone-y mooks.
I'm guessing that stuff's not for asthma.
I'm not entirely sure it works for non-union employees. Oh, these guys have motorcycles glitching all over the place.
Someone gotta teach these guys about the dangers of peer pressure.
What if you guys are taking and make you guys more like Tombstone? I don't think it's working as well as his was. No, but I know what Tombstone's like, and he's bulletproof.
A bad feeling those drug inhalers and the Diox 3 are related. Should analyze an inhaler to find out what's going on here.
Because, you know. It's been a while. I don't remember exactly what I did
What's in you?
when I played this game originally, so. Like, dude doesn't even breathe. Okay. There we go.
Diox 3 plus designer amphetamines. Pretty clever recipe for temporary invulnerability. I'm impressed. And worried. This stuff hits the street and there'll be a huge market for it. With Tombstone as the sole supplier, I think I can synthesize a counterdrug. Wonder if there are any lab supplies in that truck. Time for some artisanal science.
Convenient, no?
There. Single dose of the counterdrug. Just need to test it out.
Maybe I can use it on Tombstone.
Maybe I should pay Tombstone a visit at his chop shop.
Now I went pizza all of a sudden. Oh, pigeon!
Hey, MJ, what's up? You okay?
I'm fine. Combing through Oscorp records. Hey, this is random, but you remember that trip we took to Staten Island with Harry?
To find the best pizza in the city? Yeah. 10-hour odyssey for burnt toast with cold American cheese. How can I forget? There's the reservoir. No sign of Scorpion. Better take a closer look.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie!
Me again, MJ. I think you were talking about that trip we took with Harry to Staten Island back in the day. What made you think of that?
Something about all these old Oscorp files made that day pop into my head. Harry was so excited about riding the ferry. Just made me think about how much simpler things were back then. No jobs, no supervillains. You could throw away a whole day looking for bad pizza just 'cause. Now it feels like if we take a nap, the world will fall apart.
Yeah, this adult thing is rough. But I guess the work we do means today's kids can have their own Staten Island adventures. In safety. Kind of a circle of life thing.
Circle of bad pizza. Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to look at it. Thanks, Pete.
Well, I would hope the bad pizza comes in a circle, because if it came in a square, that'd just make it even worse. Wait, what? don't know. For that matter, honestly, it's... From what they described, it sounded more like grilled cheese. Only bad. Which, you've got to be really trying to screw up grilled cheese. Either that or incredibly inept, because as long as you can operate a griddle or a skillet or something, you should be able to make grilled cheese. Just don't let it get burnt. Okay, so... might have come up, patience doesn't hurt, of course, but... Okay, what is this subject off center?
Don't listen to Jameson! We know you're doing your
The bar with no name. Okay.
Time to shut Tombstone down.
There we are.
The angry drug lord drank alone. There's a poem in there somewhere.
You know better than me. Never was the literary type.
How'd you even manage to connect with Martin Lee?
I'm top of my game. I don't go knocking. People find me. You know, you ever wanted to team up?
You could punch Tombstone for days and he wouldn't feel it. Wonder if the counter drug would work on him.
Boys, get in here! You remember last time we did this dance? Your leg healed up okay?
Hurts when it rains, but otherwise dandy. Sweet of you to ask. Can't use the counter drug till I take out Tombstone's gang. So flattered. But the exploitation of suffering thing gives me pause.
That's my new product. Call it brain dust.
Why call it grave dust? It's clearly an aerosol.
I am the marketing department.
Need to clear out his men before I try the counter drug.
I'm sure he did, and it wouldn't make any difference because... Yeah, Tombstone and Solomon Grundy are very similar. Just Tombstone's a little bit more intelligent.
Hey, you wouldn't want to take a break, would you?
Oh, Lonnie, tired? Someone's been skipping cardio. He's wearing down. I'm close.
Dang it!
drug worked. Time to take him down.
The hell was that you dosed me? Feel kind of funky.
Oh, you know, articulated heat blocking agent, the usual.
You actually hurt me. I don't remember the last time that happened.
Welcome back to the human experience, Lonnie. He's exhausted. Time to end this.
Man, my tongue feels funny. My tongue's supposed to feel funny.
Oh yeah, totally. Perfectly normal. I think. Someday, Lonnie, I want to find you doing good. Running a soup kitchen or something.
Soon as soup pays, I'm in. End of the day, this is what I love. Great fight. Great challenge.
You and I are very different people. Can we say your crazy drug lord days are done? Please?
Sure. For now. Hell of a run, though.
Not quite how I'd describe it.
Oh! That's new.
Too much to hope you'll be taking it easier now that you're, you know, mortal?
Not a chance. Threat of death just ups the thrill. Hell of a left hook. Can't wait for the rematch.
I can.
I like you.
Well, that was dramatic. Wonder how long Tombstone's powers will be negated for. Probably not long enough. Good work for now, though, Pete. Pats on the back all around. This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head.
Well, I mean, I guess they want you to feel like there's still some kind of point to leveling up after you get to level 50. Okay, let's see here. I have got one last pigeon. I'm going to real quick get that guy, and then I'll be back to our regularly scheduled taking down Dr. Octavius.
Now, reports are coming in that Martin Lee, along with exhibiting freakish abilities like those of you-know-who, has lately seemed to display almost a split personality. This is hogwash and a clear attempt to evade justice for his crimes. Only a fool would believe that he's Mr. Positive one moment, helping the poor with a smile, then suddenly he's Mr. Negative, blowing up, wait a minute, Mr. Negative. That's gold, Jared. Gold. Trademark it. Stat. As I was saying, folks, Martin Lee's evil side, or as everyone is now calling him, Mr. Negative, has been revealed as the culprit for the City Hall bombing.
man. I can't believe it. Whole family's reunited.
No sweat, Howard. These birds are lucky to have you.
I try. Sandra was always better with them. They're her birds, really.
Well, now that she's gone, they're yours.
Feels like a part of her lives on that way, you know?
I definitely know. You're a good man, Howard.
Anytime you want to stop by and see the family, feel free. Darren says he misses you. Thanks again, Spider-Man.
Okay. Oh, backpack.
The Spidey Squad. My one and only fan club. When Jameson's going off on me, it helps to remember they're out there.
Apparently, what you need for a fan club to thrive is an alliterative name.
There's the reservoir. No sign of Scorpion.
And a
Better
good
take
personality
closer
for them to be based on.
Now, if I was a mercenary dressed like a scorpion, where would I be?
Behind you!
Me, I'd end it now. But Octavius is paying, and he wants to torture you, which I respect.
Does the backpack have a map? No, but my map tells me where the backpacks are.
Whoa. What the... Is that a sea of poison? Can't be. This can't be real. Must be the poison. But I can't take any chances. Gotta get to higher ground and analyze whatever he injected me with.
Okay. The Scarecrow missions always were my favorite. And at the end of fear,
Should be safe for a minute. Need to analyze the neurotoxin so I can create an antidote. Scorpion's made some upgrades.
Okay, let's see here. Well, this is obviously going to be the one place where this is used. Or maybe not. No. Okay. No. No. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, there we go. There.
Hallucinogenic neurotoxin. My brain will create nightmares that my body thinks are real. I have to create the antidote fast. First, I need a natural steroid. Extract from an Eclipta alba plant should do the trick. ESU's greenhouse is nearby. Hope it's in season. There's the greenhouse! Eclipta alba should be inside the greenhouse.
Don't worry. Step
It can be both.
Doc?
It's just the hallucinations intensifying. You can get through this.
Doc? You sound...
Like I did before the neural interface affected my mind. My obsessions were always there, but the interface allowed me to fully embrace them.
I have to fix this. Fix you! Somehow!
Peter. Always trying to shoulder the responsibility, even when there's no hope. I can't tell you how many times your unfettered optimism has kept me going when things look bleak. I'll miss being with you. I really will.
I'm sorry, Doc. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you're sorry. And yet, you let it happen.
There's the Eclipta album. The grenade will buy me time. But I need an antitoxin to mix a permanent antidote. One of Harry's research stations was developing a synthetic atropine. Gotta get there fast. Giant deadly scorpion tails. Lovely. Thanks, Brain.
How you feeling, Spider? Raw panic crawling up your spine?
Scorpion? How'd you get this number?
Always asking the least interesting questions. It's not how am I calling you, it's am I calling you? Maybe I'm just a fevered scream with your dying brain.
Real or no, when I cure this poison, I'm coming for you, Mac.
Big talk from the little bug. Have fun chasing pink elephants.
Pink elephants on parade.
I don't even want to know what Floyd would make of those. Here's the research station. We need that atropine. I have to get into the station. Atropine's right there.
Where's that?
Atropine's gone.
It's you, Secret Safe.
Oh, not again.
You're too late. Just as you were too late to help me.
This isn't you, Doc.
It is me. The me polite society found inconvenient. The parts of myself I suppressed. But you helped me break those chains.
I'm sorry. I'll find a way to help you. I swear it.
Stop deluding yourself. You never help anyone. Poison isn't it. You are the poison. Everyone you touch suffers.
Stop running from me. Let me try.
I want nothing from you. You're a failure. At life, love, career. You bring nothing but pain.
No, stop. I'm not giving up on you. Please, just talk to me. I can help you.
So you can treat me like all the rest. Containing me, suffocating me. No,
There it is. The atropine. Got the atropine. Now I just need to mix up the antidote. Looks like I'm headed back to the lab.
Still with us?
And nearly cured. Sorry to bust up your plans.
Oh, Webs, don't worry. Plenty of surprises left for you. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
Count on it.
Welcome back.
Made it. Somehow. But I'm running out of time. I need to mix the antidote. Finally, the real...
I think not. You're in my domain now.
You're just like Osborn, trying to steal my genius. Everything that
Thought I forgot about you.
Scorpion, are you even real?
Hold still. I'll
Give
show
me
you.
an opening. Another hallucination. At least he had an imaginary glass jaw.
Not gonna be that easy.
Sure it is. Now I know you're the poison trying to distract me. Bring it on!
You're a loser. All you'll ever be is a loser.
Can't let him get to me. One down. Just trying to hit him isn't working. Got him.
The world will be better off without you. And you know.
Gotta get rid of him and focus on the job. Nice. Just a few more left. Another one down.
Some hero. Everyone you ever met suffers.
It's like fighting internet trolls. One more. He's too hard to hit when he's moving.
If I was...
If he stops, maybe I can hit him. Hope that's the last of them. I can barely stand up. There's the equipment I need. Finally. I'm running out of time. I can feel it. Where'd my suit go? I think I took decontamination a little too far. I'd better put some clothes on. Much better. Let's just go ahead and forget that ever happened. Ooh, it's still foggy. Need to work the last of this poison out of my system before I tackle the other villains. Good time to go on patrol.
Okay, let's see if I'm gonna go on patrol, then... Let's see, I could go for backpacks. Go for side missions. Let's do error file not found. That sounds interesting. Is that supposed to be a reference to something?
Jameson's right.
Heck if I know what it is.
Big show, where all you do is leave a mess behind for everyone else.
What brought this on, Officer Friendly?
Fisk is gonna get off.
I doubt that. We got decades worth of evidence on the big guy.
Not anymore. Evidence truck got hit on the way to
Ah. That's why I don't
on
get
those
it.
hard drives is as good as gone.
Big Willie isn't getting off that easy. I'll get those drives back. Okay, think. All processed evidence has RFID tracking tags applied. I should be able to find the hard drives if I track the tags. Gotta move fast.
That's a pretty impressive...
I make fun of Jameson, but his constant bad-mouthing me really hits home with some people. I mean, Fisk's men steal the drives from the cops, and somehow that's my fault? Well, the important thing is to make sure Fisk doesn't get away with this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, unless it's like he's tracking it through the police tower network somehow.
Just in time. Doesn't look like they've wrecked the drives yet. time to ruin Willie's welcome home party.
Why haven't they wrecked the drives yet? That's like literally the one thing that they're supposed to do. You had one job. Okay. Back you go. Alright. 3 people left, it looks like. Yeah, alright.
That's it? I've seen people fight harder over a new smartphone. The drives aren't damaged. Perfect. Now I just need to return this to the Hell's Kitchen precinct. Wish I could see Willie's face when he finds out about this. I'll bet he chokes on his prison Bordeaux. Fisk isn't going anywhere. I've got the missing drives.
Wait a sec. So you just happen to know where to find them?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Maybe you and the Kingpin really are working together.
Wow, really? Steal him and bring him right back? You don't think I have better things to do with my time? Uh-oh. Rockets! Take cover! Hey, a little overkill, don't you think?
Well, that works.
They're throwing everything they've got at us. All this for hard drive? Haven't you guys ever heard of the cloud?
To be fair, they want to destroy the drive, so the cloud would be kind of a...
And they'll have to go through me to get to you.
Damn it, where's our backup?
Mobsters carpooling? I'll say this for Fisk, at least he's eco-friendly.
Maybe. Okay.
Spider, we've lost contact with our men on the roof.
Damn. Some of Fisk's men must have made it up top.
Where are the drives? Go to hell. Wrong answer, pig.
No, I mean, that's where we put them. Hell's Kitchen, you know?
Don't let them get the drives.
Wait. Aren't we already in Hell's Kitchen? Why would he tell you? Never mind.
Shot and all.
Spider-Man, I'm sorry. I was wrong about you. Jameson can go to hell.
Much appreciated, officer.
One question. Is it true you're from another world?
Yeah, it's called Queens. See ya. Okay, I need to get after Scorpion, but I haven't seen Aunt May face to face since the fire. I think I can afford a quick pit stop at Feast.
Wait a minute. Back that up. Spiders are mean. Wow. Okay. Whoever did the graffiti in this game. Finish him.
MJ, hey. You mind if I toss a kind of thorny ethical question at you? When is it okay to give up on a friend?
Oh, wow, Pete. Thinking of Otto?
That obvious, huh?
Yeah, understandable, though. Man, the high-minded, generous part of me wants to say never. Being a true friend means being there, even when people lose their way. But with what Otto's done, I just don't know, Pete. I guess you have to decide if the Otto Octavius you knew is still in there or not. Maybe if he was ever even in there at all.
Yeah. Thanks, MJ. I gotta process some stuff, I think.
Call me anytime, Pete. I'm here for you.
Okay.
Right over here. Until Miles gets back, the best thing we can do is keep everyone fed. Oh, Peter, it is so good to see you. How are you? Healthy?
I'm good. How are you holding up, May?
Good, but busy. Oh, let me go.
Oh, there.
I'm okay.
Didn't you tell me something once about accepting that I'm human just like everyone else?
You and Ben. Masters at turning my own words against me. I am fine, Peter. Just a little rundown.
Where's Miles? Could he help out?
Oh, he is. He's off picking up medical supplies from the relief center. It's amazing how quickly we go through antibiotics.
Okay. You stay off your feet for a bit. I'll organize the unloading and check in with Miles. Deal?
Deal. Give me a chance to nurse my wounded Parker pride.
Come on, Miles, answer. Don't make me worry about you and May.
I think the problem is that his face is just too smiley at default.
So much for a milk run. Did a bunch of convicts even do this? Looks like an exploding bulldozer went through here. I can't turn back. Beast needs those antibiotics.
And considering the original mocap actor was more
like a...
considering the original mocap actor was more of a neutral face for most of the game. It was yeah, it doesn't really work as well.
Might be able to hack that.
Hack what? What am I hacking? I don't even... Oh. I don't want to hack that well. Okay, let's see here.
Need to distract him.
How did I get myself into this mess? Oh, right, it's because I thought I was Spider-Man for a half second.
Need him to turn away.
Oh,
a few seconds.
Pete's face in this one is not the face he had in the original PS4 version of the game. They changed his face out allegedly because of the original actor they had didn't match up quite so well with Yuri Lowenthal's face.
Medical containers in that tent.
Which I don't know why they didn't just use Yuri Lowenthal's face to begin with, if that was the case, but...
Both of them are. But they're on our side.
You two, get over here!
Gauze?
All right already.
Iodine? No antibiotics. I need to keep looking.
Okay, what am I doing now? Okay...
This can stop right now. Just give us the locations and schedules for your supply runs.
More supplies over there.
I hate watching that.
Need to get past these guys.
Turns my stomach. Just give us the info and stuff.
Don't have clearance for that.
Ah, buddy. That's not what Benson is.
Why are the super groups so set on taking out these relief centers?
Something about Osborn. They want to show how weak he is, that he can't protect the city.
Sounds like a lot of drama. As long as they let us keep all the supplies we find, I don't care.
Yeah, man. This stuff will be worth a fortune on the black market.
I don't know how he didn't see me.
Sable guys give up the depot locations?
Eventually, yeah. Now the big guy's taking the stations out all by himself. Dudes are walking A-bomb.
That Russian blood, man. Makes him crazy.
That's offensive. My grandma's Russian.
Your grandma?
Another supply tent. A couple trauma kits, but no antibiotics. Gotta be somewhere.
Looks like they're gonna divvy up this.
Gotta avoid that sniper.
Dude, please don't embarrass me. Chill, please.
More supplies. Oh, come on, Crate, be the one. Amoxicillin. Perfect. That is a very large man.
If there's a more secure cell, why wasn't he in it?
Found the exploding bulldozer.
Supply routes and schedules. Now! Gas out!
Gentlemen, I apologize. My associate is inelegant. He doesn't understand the fine art of persuasion.
Did not need to see that.
What was that?
Check it. Now.
Don't think he saw me. Time to get out of here.
Whoever is here, come out! I have no time for this.
That tunnel.
We are having fun with lights now? I will have fun with your face. Come out, and I promise not to crush you.
Please, see me.
Where are you?
Okay, so... Nope, that didn't work. Where's that other stomping sound coming from? So that's the way I came from. How do I get out of here?
There you are!
Don't think he saw me. Time to get out of here.
Whoever is here, come out! I have no time for this. We are having fun with lights now? I will have fun with your face. Come out! And I promise not to crush you.
Please let me.
Where are you?
Ah. That's how I get out of here. Yeah.
Games with me.
Only way forward is right past them.
Such a pain. My patience. You make me angry.
Oh.
Now!
That kind of cover.
I do not need this.
Go. Wait for it.
There you are.
Well, poopy.
Play no games with me.
Only way forward is right past them.
You test my patience. You make me angry.
Wait for it.
Out. Now.
Yeah.
I do not need this.
Why do cardboard boxes have to make so much noise?
Oh! Too close. Gotta be getting close to the exit.
One would hope.
More games. Where are you?
Oh man. Okay. I gotta get out of here.
No hiding.
Maybe if I get up there, I'll be safe.
When I find you, I will crush you.
That container.
Yeah.
That's my exit.
You cannot hide.
I'm assuming that I'm talking inaudibly.
I need to get him to clear the opening.
Yes. Internal monologue, thank you.
Yeah! It is Jason Goose! I hate Jason Goose!
We all hate chase of goose.
Guess you let May know I have these.
Hope one bottle's enough.
Just give us the wallet! Give it us, man! Help!
Hey, leave him alone!
Oh great, you got backup.
Big mistake, kid.
You can't just push people around like that.
Or what? Like this? Haha, kid's got guts.
Hip squared.
What the hell's he saying? Not gonna be saying anything in a second. Oh! Whoa.
You want a taste?
Nah, I'm good, kid.
That's right, a teenager just...
I gotta work on my fight banner.
Yeah, you really do.
Miles? Hey, I've been trying to reach you. You
And
okay?
frankly, that's even true in your own solo game.
So, don't freak out, but, I gotta fill you in on some stuff.
Incredible work, Miles. Stick close to Feast. If the convicts get desperate, they may try to raid the shelter.
Way ahead of you. Anything else happens here, I'll let you know.
Great. Thanks, Miles. Yuri, figured out Rhino's deal. He's attacking Oscorp's relief centers.
Think I know which one he's hitting next. Reports of a possible earthquake and/or demolition derby at the Harlem Center.
Sounds like our boy. Headed there now.
You holding up okay?
Tired, but hanging in there.
We'll get through this. Keep the faith.
Well, no, he's not a Spider-Man carbon copy. Problem is, he's so similar to Spider-Man, but just not similar enough that he just feels like a wannabe Spider-Man, if that makes sense.
Coming in from Little Tokyo.
Compare Terry McGinnis Batman to Bruce Wayne Batman, and you have completely opposite personalities. So it's actually like watching two separate characters.
Alarmist, paranoid, conspiracy theorist. All nasty words people have used to insult and demean me. But now, after years of me trying to warn you all, here we are. Spider-Man has literally brought a plague down upon us. Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's a lunatic terrorist. This is what they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Yet he obviously knew about the threat and didn't warn us. He either thought he'd handled it, which makes him criminally negligent, or he was in on it, which makes him a terrorist too.
I actually didn't have a problem with him in Into the Spider-Verse. It's just that in his solo game, it just felt like a lackluster version of Peter Parker. I would need to see Spider-Verse again, honestly, because my biggest issue I have with that is the art style and the fact that the ending was like trying to give me an epileptic seizure. An issue I took with Age of Calamity in some parts, honestly. Well, the art style wasn't so bad, it was the frame rate that bugged me.
Attention unit, break-in reported in progress. Any officers near Firehouse, please copy.
Like if the... Well, I don't know. If I were to see that art style with a regular frame rate, would I be okay with that, or would that just look weird because I'm so used to seeing it at like 12 frames per second?
This is Sable Control. What's the situation in Columbia? Observation post established.
Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why doesn't it ever feel like it?
Lame keychain. I know that sounds like a cat
Police
poster.
transport is under armed assault. Available officers, move in on Manhattanville.
One of these days I'll work out a fabric that warps sound and light waves. A stealth suit would really come in handy.
Attention units, a riot has broken out. Nearest officer, please proceed to Manhattanville.
Calling agents in Manhattanville, requesting an update on your status. APC Romeo pursuing a group of fugitives.
Pick on someone your own size, Rhino.
If it wasn't for the fact that I just saw them running away.
Or maybe we could just talk it out. Rhino, what's with the team up? I thought you were a loner.
Means and ends, folks. All of life is means and ends.
So what's the end for these particular means?
Freedom. True freedom. No more feud. No more Rhino.
Hey, look, I happen to know a guy who might actually be able to help you with that. And you wouldn't have to, like, do what it is you're doing in order to...
I always liked this suit. It's so distinctive.
Be thankful for. Without you, I make less trouble for you.
Well, yeah, it's just, like I was saying, you know, I know a guy, he can help you get out of the suit while making even less trouble for me.
But what about our stimulating battleside chat?
You are funny, Molly.
Okay, Rhino. Let's wrap this up.
Never send an 8-ton infant to do a man's job. Let's finish this.
Oh, Scorp, love you, but you do know it's going to cut in, right?
What were you gonna do if I didn't show up? Beg him to give up?
Yes, Gargan, that is exactly what I would have done.
Aw, like an old married couple, you two.
Yoo-hoo! Behind you.
Get off, you ignoramus! Please, shut up.
You guys in Octavius, huh? You have a name yet? The Scary Six? The Dirty Half Dozen?
How about the we murdered Spider-Man and used his corpse for a blanket? Nick.
Gargan, please, you embarrass yourself. Move it, Gargan!
Gotta get Scorpion on the ground. Gadgets might help.
Get him, you idiot! Get him? Calm down and help, Ross!
Guys, please! There's plenty of me to go around.
Ow.
Get me out of here! Be a man, Gargan! Be yourself!
Rhino's getting his suit removed. What did Octavius promise you, Scorpion?
Money. Guardian has no principle. He fights for profit.
Untrue. I'd rip Spider-Man face off for free. The money's
Guardian, what are you doing?
I feel like I'm gonna run out of shipping crates.
We failed because of you, Gargan. You will know the pain this suit can cause.
Try it, Red Menace. Hell, maybe I'll just pull you out of the suit myself.
It's starting to feel like I don't even need to be here. You guys want to sort this out yourselves?
Can't believe I'm stuck with a moron like you. Come here now. Think about it.
Ow. Oh wow, that's fun times.
You fine? Get me out of here! Be a man, Gargan. Be yourself. Cedric Gargan, I will squash Fog myself.
Yes, you will. So much easier when there's only one of you.
Time for Fist of Fury. We could just stop now, you know. I won't tell anybody.
Do you know what Octavius will do if he finds out you failed?
I failed?
Yes, you, freak show!
A little forged together time might help you boys learn to play nice. All right, Yuri, that's 4 down. Just Octavius and Lee left.
Something tells me they won't be as easy. They're only half our problem, though. Devil's Breath cases are getting worse, and Oscorp is being coy about an anti-serum. I'm worried they're seeing dollar signs in a seller's market.
I'd expect nothing less from our beloved mayor. Leave Devil's Breath to me. One of my best people is on it.
Speaking of...
I've been through the city, state, and federal databases. If this Devil's Breath lab does exist, it's off the books. The only other place I can think to look is in Norman's personal files.
I've already been through his office computer. Are you thinking his penthouse? That building's full of Sable's men. If they spot me, other residents could get hurt in a firefight.
I know, but I might be able to get in undetected. I can sneak in, find the lab's location, and get out. If anything goes wrong, I'll call you for backup.
Okay. It's risky, but we need that location. Wait for me to get nearby, then make your move.
I'll be ready.
I mean... technically... with my ability to stick to ceilings, I would think that I'm just a little bit more suited for a stealth mission. But what do I know?
More and more listeners are warning that the mayor's Sable agents, ostensibly here to protect us, are behaving more like an occupying army. But let's hear it from the caller. Go ahead.
They won't let me in my building. Said it's quarantined. I said, fine, let me in and I'll stay there. They pointed their guns at me, ran me off like a criminal. I got no place to go.
Caller, this is deeply disturbing to me. I promise you, I'll bring it to the attention of the proper authorities. Emergencies do not permit the suspension of human rights. Your elected officials may not be willing to fight for you, but J. Jonah Jameson is.
Finally, something I agree with. Like, if he's gonna stay in the building that's quarantined...
Stable teams, this is Control. What's the situation in Robinson? Control. Violation of Martial Law Statute 237. You detained an illegal civilian gathering.
Gotta have something to do on stakeouts.
Like I said, eerily ahead of its time. Alright, that being said, I need to be wrapping up this stream for now, because I need to get... no, that was actually... One second here. Back to my collections. Yeah.
Gotta have something to do on stakeouts.
That's a Vita. And it's just got a little bit of, like, extra padding for the grips. It looks super large because it's super close up, but... Anyway, like I said, I need to go ahead and wrap this up, so thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will be back this Wednesday, and you all have a good couple of days in my absence.
Proceed with caution. Suspects are armed.